Hello, and welcome to another update video on MSTR. So the local downtrend remains intact on MSTR. We have obviously quite a lot of volatility at the moment on the smaller time frames. So we had a break above micro resistance, for example. We'll have to see if in the next pullback the price can defend this micro support zone. We are in an area where the price can attempt to form an upside reversal, but don't get me wrong, and you probably won't get me wrong if if you're here regularly and you know the updates. I do not view this currently as let's say meaningful low. I'm very open to the idea, right? For reasons I discussed in previous updates, but I would need to see a proper 5-wave move up to consider a meaningful trend reversal, and that any bounce is more than a simple A, B, C structure in a wave 4. I would need to see 5 waves up at the very least to consider that maybe this is a wave 1, and then we can add support for wave 2, and we can move towards new all-time highs potentially, right? But that is what I need to see first. Everything else is just too small. I explained many times that we've reached an important support zone here, which actually started at, I think it was around $190. We've dipped to the next fib level already at 155, but there is no impulsive upside reaction. And also the move to the downside, which I'm tracking as an A, B, C structure, that C wave is a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3. It basically needs a 4-5. At least if we consider this a conventional ABC structure. I mean, there are always more, there are more exotic patterns that the market could follow. But yeah, like for example, a WXY structure where a low can form at any point. But then to confirm that, we would need a 5-wave move up, because any exotic pattern which could lead to an early reversal to the upside, would need to prove itself, right? Now, that's just a structural view. Obviously, I also pay attention to Bitcoin in parallel. There is no evidence that Bitcoin is forming a proper upside reversal. Look here, we haven't even broken above a trend line. We haven't even broken above this swing high from Friday the 28th. But I'm still watching if we can at least form a wider ABC structure. The first resistance will obviously be here, the first trend line coming in at around $189. And the next one would be the next trend line, which is currently coming in around $216. But obviously that is, or let's say these are dynamic resistance levels. Okay, so it depends on when the price hits them. The micro support area, which is defined based on the distance of the bounce from this week, is between $161 and $172. So if we see a pullback, maybe today, tomorrow, then this would be the key zone, the first micro support zone. And this would be the zone to watch. If the bulls show a reaction there, then this could be at least a C wave up. And then we can, if that gets printed on the chart, then we can start to add micro support levels for a wave 4 and a wave 5. But really, until we get a reaction to this support, yeah, it would be too early to talk about anything else than just a short-term bounce here, okay? That gives you, however, the next resistances, the next support levels, and the wider structure. Just a quick update, not too much happening at the moment on the MSTR chart. I keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then check out our other channels, like, for example, the Morecryptoonline channel. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.